Hi everyone, I'm HD Writer. Um, what I want to do is post a series of videos for Gran Turismo 7, starting at the very beginning. So I've created a brand new account. It has not been opened yet, and I thought I would start with menu book 1 and go from there. Hopefully you'll enjoy this series. I'm going to try to go through all the menu books and all the license tests, um, maybe a few missions, and we'll see how things go. All right, here's my first video, menu book 1. Okay, at the start of the game here, you go through all these things. You meet Sarah, who's your interactive uh, bot, I guess, and it says, "Welcome. Are you ready for a new adventure? Nice to meet you. My name's Sarah. I'm going to guide you. Have you ever traveled the world of Gran Turismo before?" Yes, yes, I have. Long time ago, on the PS1, I believe. Um, but since then, I haven't really played until GT Sport on PlayStation 4, and then GT7 when I upgraded to the PS5. So we'll just skip through all this stuff as quickly as possible. You'll be able to read it when you do your own. So you have to buy your first car. So I would recommend that you have a choice of 3 cars here, and Andy will tell you the 3 cars that you have. So you've got 20,000 credits. So the only cars you can afford are the first 3 at the top here. Um, so once you get through all the menus, okay, I honestly would recommend the Fit Hybrid for this. Um, it's got the highest power points, and actually it's fairly easy to drive. So we're going to purchase this car, and now we have our first car. Now you have a collector level, which you build by buying, uh, purchasing new cars and receiving gifts of new cars. Every one that you get will raise your collector points level, and obviously the more it costs, the more collector points you get. Okay, so once we get out of that, we're gonna go to your garage. You can go to the garage, and you'll see that you have a. I have a gift because I'm doing this from Christmas and New Year's, so um, I received a parts ticket for logging in during between Christmas and New Year's. So you'll get these prize tickets throughout the game. And this one actually gives you parts. If you're into modifying street cars, this is the way to go. You can use all these. Anyway, we get to the menu books. And you got to go through all this stuff. You meet Luca, who's the barista, I guess, in the cafe. And it brings you to your first menu book. So your first menu book is a collection of Japanese compact cars. Now you'll see here that you've already got the Fit Hybrid, so it doesn't show you what race you're doing. So it'll give you a hint on what you should use. Unfortunately, the car that it's recommending you can't afford yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to start this. Go through the menus here quickly. And it'll bring you to the menu book 1, Japanese compact cars. Which will now open up World Circuits. And Showcase. Showcase, you can save replays, liveries, all that kind of stuff. Photos. Okay, so what we're going to do first here, okay? So there's only two... You have one track, there's only two tracks labeled with the gold icon there. But what I would recommend doing, because later on, once you, I think, achieve collector level 37, in the used car, it opens up the ability for you to sell your cars. So what I would recommend doing is doing the first Sunday Cup race, where the prize is showing you get third place or higher gift car of the Honda Fit Hybrid. So what I would recommend doing is doing this particular race. Okay, here we go. Let's go in here. I have my assist settings set to expert. I would actually recommend starting on intermediate. It gives you default ABS, which I'll switch to auto drive is off, driving line assistance is on, braking indicators on, active stability management is on, and counter steering assist is on weak. So like for me, I recommend shutting those off. Replace car after leaving track, nah. And then we'll leave the brake indicator, brake area, and the driving markers on for this race. So what you'll find is you'll see that there will be a driving line, which is the yellow line in front of me here. And then the braking areas. So the braking areas are in red. And you try to keep to the driving line as much as possible. But being other cars there, you have to kind of work your way around them. Oh, bumped into that guy. They're definitely much slower than I am. So I'm going to go off the line here to get by these guys. And just try to follow the driving line as much as possible. It is not completely accurate, but it does give you a good indication of where you should be. You want to try to stay away from hitting other cars, leave them some space. And there you go, easy peasy P1. And then you get your first car. So once we finish this, we get the new Honda fit hybrid. So now you have 2 of them, which is fine. Keep that for later. And your collector level goes up. And then once you're out of that, you get these replays. You can watch the replay, put all the race info on so you can see, you know, what your gearing is and all that stuff. I recommend any demonstrations that are on any of these that you actually watch them and look for braking points and acceleration points. So what I'm going to do, and then you can advance through the laps. You can change your view to chase cam. You can change vehicles to see what the other drivers are doing. It's a great little thing to have. We'll get to that, and you also have your options to save your replays and anything like that. So now we've got our first car, and we will go to the Americas and to the Northern Isle Speedway, and our next race, the gift car, I believe, is the is it the Demio? I'm not sure. Anyway, change car. See, we can change car. See, we have, it shows you whether you purchase it by the key or the gift. So this was a gift car, and yeah, as you can see, the Fit Hybrid that we bought used has had a couple of updates on it. It's got a higher horsepower than the actual Honda Fit itself. So let's have a look at the settings here. So you can see it has a fully controlled ECU, and it also has an additional racing air filter, and that's it. So the racing air filter, if we go back to normal, and you'll see the performance points will drop once you update it. So see, now the performance points are down to 342 just by removing those 2 options on your vehicle. So let's go put this back on. Oh, forgot to put the computer back. There we go. And then we're back to 360. Alright, so next race. This one's a fairly easy race. It's pretty much foot on the gas all the way around. With, you know, like braking zones, or what I would say is more a lift than a braking. And again, we're going to try to follow the racing line as much as possible while trying not to hit the other cars. And this one, you have 5 laps to catch up. As you can see, you only have the racing line and the driver markers there. And 3 laps and you're in first place. So once you get used to it, I mean, it'll be different on a pad than it is with a racing wheel. But with smooth inputs on the pad, you can achieve the same results. Because there are some A+ drivers on here that still use the pad. And there we go, P1 again. Oh, also, if you have a clean race, when you don't bump into anybody, you get a bonus of 50% of what the actual prize money was. So the prize money on this one was 5,000. So plus 50%, you get 7,500. And that works for all of the career mode races. Okay, so we got the Demio Touring 2015. And that brings us to collector level 2, which will not do anything. Alright. You can watch your own replay. I'm not going to. And that brings us to the final race on menu book 1. And when we come out of that, you back out by pressing the circle button. And then we go to Asia Oceania to Broadbean Raceway. Little bit of a tricky track, but fairly simple as well. There's just one area that's tricky, and that's coming out of the second turn into the right-hander. This is a full speed corner. Now, I recommend a little bit of a lift on this one. And then back on, and then this is a full speed corner. Try to undercut, oh, back off, brake a little bit so we don't hit the guy. There we go. The AI is pretty much on rails for this. So, I don't recommend passing them on the way into a turn on the inside, because they will, what they call pit maneuver you, where they take the front end of their car and nose into your rear end and spin you out. Yeah, pretty easy race. P1 again. Yeah, just to let you know, I am racing on the highest difficulty level, so that would be that. That is menu book 1. Clean race bonus. And we get our car. The Toyota Aqua S 2011. And once you've done that, we'll go to the garage first. And as you can see, go back to the garage, and you can see your, oh no, we're gonna, not here, sorry. You can change options in your the settings on your car in the garage as well. So when we go to change car, you can see you have the 4 cars that you've gotten. Now you can go by performance points and make a menu. So PP 300 to 399 performance points will show up in there, and there'll be one for every category. So 400 to 499, 500 to 599, and so on. You can also go by manufacturer, by country, by category, by drivetrain, engine power, weight, aspiration, and model year. You can also add favorite cars. I believe you do that by, let's go back to all here. Don't know how to add it as a favorite car. I'll have to figure that one out. And then actually, okay, we're all done there. Back to the cafe, and you will earn your Student of Motor History trophy, and we'll go through. Luca will take you through a history of the cars. And you win your first roulette ticket. And the license center is open. So my next video, I will go through licensing. So we go to Luca, and it'll take you through a description of all the compact cars that you just got. So after every menu book that you earn, you will have a thing like this. So the compact nature of these cars makes them quite agile, makes them popular with new drivers. Japanese compact cars are famous for their technical prowess. For example, the diesel engine is the 4th generation Demio. It's considered one of Mazda's true masterpieces. And then it gives you a description of all the cars. I'll leave you to read through that, and your next menu book is testing at the license center. So I will join you again in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and we will see you next time. Thanks very much.